What is up, you guys? This is JB here coming at you with another video. I'm going to show you guys two clips and I want you to take note of the biggest difference you guys see between the two clips. Woo! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Woo! Let's get it! Like, wait! Nothing but a peanut! Woo! Alright, I know that the difference was obvious. In the first clip, I wasn't as enthusiastic, I wasn't as happy, I didn't seem like I wanted to be doing the curls. Whereas in the second clip, I seemed very positive, very enthusiastic. Like, obviously I'm screaming, I want to do it. It looks like I want to be there. In about 2 months ago, in the MASS issue, if you guys don't know what MASS is, it stands for Monthly Applications in Strength Sport. It's a research review. They have an issue every single month. 4 people, Eric Helms, Eric Trexler, Mike Zourdos, and Greg Nuckols. They basically go over the latest exercise science research related to strength and physique athletes. They break it down and put it in a very digestible format. There's no sponsorships or anything going on here. I just want to explain to you what it is. But an issue from MASS about 2 months ago covered a meta-analysis. A meta-analysis is a study of studies. It's some of the strongest scientific evidence that you could provide to someone for a case on something, just to show whether or not that thing is true, or again, it has a very good case for it. But in that meta-analysis, it basically, for the whatever time, because it's already been shown that the placebo effect is a real thing, in an exercise. So again, basically the placebo effect, just go over it real quick, is if you believe something is going to happen in the gym, it is more than likely going to happen. And again, it's not just believing it, because again, in the studies, they had someone actually take something. So for example, in one of the studies, they had a group of people take something. I can't remember if it was a water pill or a sugar pill, but basically it was a pill that did nothing. It was the placebo. They took it and they were told it was steroids. And this was their second 4-week training cycle. So they already had a 4-week training cycle, I believe, and they had a second 4-week training cycle. And in that second 4-week training cycle, where they were given the steroids, they actually made more strength gains, dramatically more strength gains, than the first 4-week training cycle. And obviously, for anyone who knows anything about exercise, is you should make more gains in the first 4 weeks because of beginner gains, especially on strength. You're gonna make less and less gains and strength gains as you go along if you're on a good program. But I'm assuming that the study is going to not have a bad program and then a good program. So basically, that was one of the studies in this meta-analysis. It showed that the placebo effect is real. So I'm not expecting that you guys are gonna go into the gym and take a pill of some sort and believe that the pill works. But basically, I can conclude strongly, and anyone who goes over exercise science research in any form, based off this meta-analysis and prior research, can conclude that if you go into the gym with a more positive mindset, like in the second video I've shown you, you are more than likely going to, you're going to increase the odds that you set a new personal record, you get that new deadlift, you get that new bench press. Or simply, if you're a physique athlete or you just want to add muscle, you're going to add muscle on, So going into the gym with a positive mindset, enthusiastic attitude, and just going in there like you want to kill it. Like, every single time you go in the work, you're like, when I test myself for my PR, I'm going to PR. It is not a doubt in my mind. I'm going to break my, pull-up record. I'm going to set a new pull-up record for myself, or whatever it is. I'm going to get bigger arms. If you go into the gym saying, I know it, I'm gonna fucking own these weights. I'm gonna be the best version of myself. That mindset is going to be a lot better than a negative mindset, or even a neutral mindset. If you go into the gym with a neutral mindset, I don't think that's going to have as much of an impact as a more positive mindset. But again, I know for everyone that is easier. For some people, not everyone, for some people that is easier said than done. Some people may have things going on in their life, or it's not as easy as just being more positive. They can't just tell themselves to be more positive in the gym. But I think that's, regardless if that's you in that scenario, or it's not that easy and you have something going on in your life, it's good to just be aware of how you are in the gym. You might be someone who doesn't have something going on in your life and you're just neutral in the gym and you don't really think about it, but maybe you change the way you look at going to the gym and have a more positive, optimistic mindset, like I'm gonna get gains when I go. It will help you. But again, for those of you with something more serious going on, again, that might be something you need to work out behind the scenes so you can make better gains. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a few quick tips on if you are someone having issues in the gym itself. Something about the gym itself is making you not want to go to the gym, because for a lot of people that is the case. Then I'm gonna go give you guys a few tips that hopefully help you so that when you do go to the gym, you're more enthusiastic, so you can be like I was in that second clip. You're not dreading going to the gym. You're not saying, oh, I don't want to go to the gym today, because a lot of people are doing certain things that are making it like that, and they're not necessarily looking forward to going to the gym. So here are some tips to help you guys have a better experience at the gym, and you can be more enthusiastic and make more gains with that placebo effect. The first tip is the most important one, and it is telling yourself and just knowing you don't have to do every single exercise. Just because a barbell back squat is very popular, it's prominent in powerlifting, and you see it on Instagram, it doesn't mean you have to do it. A deadlift, same thing. It doesn't mean that because people do barbell deadlifts means you have to do a deadlift. Just because people do curls doesn't mean you have to do curls. So if there's a certain exercise that you don't want to do, you don't have to do it. Now, there's that caveat where if you are a powerlifter, you have to do the big three. If you're a strength athlete, you're gonna have to do, strongman, you're gonna have to do the exercises and the events that they have, whatever competition that you're gonna be competing at. But for everyone else, you don't have to do every single exercise. So again, exercise selection. If something's just bothering you, if you don't like doing it, it's not fun, switch it to something else. Do a goblet squat instead of a back squat. Do trap bar deadlifts instead of conventional deadlifts. Or just don't do squats at all and do hip thrusts and glute bridges instead, You don't necessarily have to. If you're someone looking to just get stronger in general or change your physique, you can do other exercises without, and then not hate going to the gym or not dreading that, which will help you have a more positive mindset. The second tip is you do not have to kill yourself in the gym. You don't need to go to the gym and go to failure on every set, and then on top of failure, go past failure with drop sets and supersets, and when you're doing your cardio, go all out to the point where you need to puke. And I'm telling you, if anyone is telling you this, that you have to do this to make gains, they are lying to your face. They're full of shit. You don't need to. This has been shown numerous times that you don't need to train to failure or go crazy hard to see results in something. Now, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be moderately challenging. You should be relatively close to failure, but you don't need to be doing sets to the point where you feel like you're dying. If you're doing squats till you feel like your legs want to explode, or you're doing, curls till you feel like your arms are gonna pop and you hate doing that, then don't do it. Just leave some reps in the tank so you don't feel like you're gonna die. And if that's something that you don't like, keeping a few reps left in the tank will help you want to go to the gym more, so you can be a little bit more enthusiastic and you can make more gains and just be more positive overall. Now, the last tip that I'm going to give you is you don't need to work out that long or that frequently. So basically, your totality of working out doesn't need to be that long. If you're someone who's busy, let's just say you have a busy schedule, a full-time job, you got a husband and kids, or a wife and kids, you just got a family, you got a bunch of friends, you can make good gains with just 2 1-hour workouts per week. You don't need to work out 6 times per week. They don't need to be 3-hour workouts. If you structure your workout very well and you're running a good workout split, then you don't need to be working out forever in the gym to make good gains. So hopefully those 3 tips help anyone who's feeling like they don't want to go to the gym, because those 3 tips are usually the main reasons why people just dread going to the gym. There's exercise, or it's just too long, or it's too hard. If you fix which one of those are bothering you, hopefully that's gonna make you want to go to the gym more. And think about it, if you want to go to the gym more and you're like, wow, I don't have to do back squats anymore, hate those, I don't mind doing goblet squats, you know, you're gonna have a more positive mindset, and you're gonna be like, dang, now I want to work out, I want to make gains, and you can reap any, you know, effects that you get from that placebo effect, you know, that positive mindset you have. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.